Indian Ocean. Since attracting merchants from China, construction of 10 floating vessels, surveillance and close partnership that all
which is being held for the 8th consecutive year. I'm delighted to note that 51 countries and 12 organizations are being represented here today, which amply demonstrates the high standing and significance this conference holds amongst the maritime fraternity. We, as the organizers of this dialogue, are proud of this achievement and will continue this symposium into the future, finding and developing solutions to meet maritime challenges.
Sri Lanka's strategic location in the Indian Ocean indeed gives us enormous strength to forge ahead with confidence. If you look at our history, you could see that Sri Lanka owned a very rich maritime heritage spanning many centuries.
It's used by various countries of different sizes, different strength.
The Galle Dialogue is one of the critically important venues to discuss key issues among naval and maritime leaders.
As you are aware, there was a period of sea blindness in the history of the Indian subcontinent, which led to its subjugation by then colonial powers. Consequently, the Industrial Revolution could not be capitalized upon. India has not forgotten the lessons from history.
Today's maritime domain, apart from the traditional naval rivalry, is embroiled with the variety of unconventional threats.
As to, and what are you likely to? It seems to me that Chinese activities in the South China.
My question is to Admiral Swift. So we saw a fascinating set of 4 presentations.
Involved in advising the command on law of the sea.
In maritime shared awareness, I think it's a two-way coin where in one way the importance of shared
departs overseas and 70% of our import arrives overseas. And 55% of our import is distributed directly.
Free high seas came into being in 1982. And Clause 3 came into force with a territorial sea of 12 miles.
I think that would be a great achievement. Now, in that sense, I like to
more dependent upon the sea, and at the same time, our citizens being.
And this paradigm is probably what we should derive over the ocean with a global coverage. Such a net requires all sources of.
It's only then that we can start looking at cooperative arrangement where we can bridge operational gaps.
Contracting parties, supply, liaison officers to the IA.
They, depending on where the location is, they actually get back to the focal point. Got it.
Rear Admiral Stuart Mayer, Fleet Commander, Australian Navy. Rear Admiral Didier Pierretot, Joint Commander, French Forces. And Mr. Nicolas Theo Ben-Guen, Deputy Director, RECAP.